Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, it's been a lovely Christmas day yesterday. Had a lovely time at home. Had a couple of the kids being able to drop in and say hello as well. And we're here now the day after Christmas. And wow, the change in the weather has been intensely different, although it's still hot outside. The skies now are grey, and it is very, well, windy. It's looking like it's going to pick up and get even windier. A very interesting, different day. Still summer. We're in Australia, and welcome aboard. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I hope each and every one of you had a wonderful and blessed day in whatever way you celebrated yesterday as Christmas Day. So it's wonderful to be back doing the readings, the daily spread, and well, even to back to doing readings because I so enjoy doing those for people. We're here though for the card reading, so we'll go across for our daily spread, connect in with your guiding spirits and your psychic senses, your inner beingness. And good morning, Keza. Roz, I hope you all have the best Christmas day. Morning, Roz. Well, we had Christmas Day yesterday, so because that was the 25th. Most of us do celebrate on the 25th, but it's not a be all and end all. We choose what we can celebrate when we are able to with family and the rest. And, we do have public holidays allocated for these things. Doesn't mean you have to stick with them, does it? So thank you for that, Keza. I hope you had the best of Christmas days too, or your today that might be your Christmas day. In whatever way it is that you choose to be honouring what your beliefs are. And here we go to the cards. Right, what we have is, it's still, well, because it is a weekday, it's the Chiramaketi's Guild of Reverie Lenormand deck that I'm using. And here we have our Moon in the home space. It's the anchor as our theme for the day today, and the rider in the workspace. So that's the three cards that we've got in those relevant spaces. And here we have the Owl card, which is what matters most is how you see yourself. So it really isn't the other person's opinion of you that matters at all. See yourself as you want to be. See yourself in your own truth. That's what matters. So see yourself in those highest of positives and intentions. And, that's what you put out for the world, isn't it? But it is their opinions that don't matter. Others' opinions don't matter. Now, here we have some more comments before I go across to the reading itself. Sorry, I had a bit of a flip there because Michaela's got here, Merry Boxing Day. South Australia doesn't celebrate Boxing Day. It's Proclamation Day in South Australia that we have. Pretty sure it's Proclamation Day. I know that South Australia doesn't do Boxing Day. But whatever day you're celebrating today, you can name it what you will. It is a merry day. So thank you for that, Michaela. And Keza, oh no, you're no good. You could not see your grandson and your daughter because you've got COVID. No fun for you. Oh, goodness gracious. Look, I hope you can still continue to get over that. And, be well. Be well. There will be other days that you can see your grandson and your daughter. Bring that forward in your mind that as soon as you're well enough, you are going to be able to do that. And we do have choice. We can choose around what we have as life situations, can't we? Okay, morning, Ros and all. Hope everyone had a lovely Christmas day. Absolutely, those beautiful hearts. Thank you so much, Kay. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas day in all the ways that you could celebrate, and even from those who are in the spirit world joining you. Okay, thank you for being here. And Michaela, jingle bells are on the lawn in recovery mode. Oh, I like that. There you go. We cracked one bottle of wine yesterday. We've only drunk half of it because it was a crappy bottle of wine. Didn't like it at all. Haven't quite tipped it out because I'm not, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't enough where I'd finish the bottle in one hit. So I might finish the rest of it tonight. Sometimes we have that too. And Fiona, good morning to you, girlie, and all around the globe. And there are the numbers. The day number is a 1. We have 32, 35 and 1, and they each do have 8, 9 and 9 as part of the numbers at the bottom. These numbers here reflect the regular playing deck of cards that are used, and that's what was allocated many, many years ago, eons ago, as that connection. If you didn't have the Lenormand cards that had the 32, 35 or 1, you could play the same type of parlour game using the 8 of hearts, 9 of, what's that one? Spades, and the 9 of hearts there. So they did have ways around making it available for everybody, even in those early years of the playing cards, the Lenormand deck, etc. And we have Katerina. Lovely to have you here. Thank you, Katerina. Beautiful Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you for that. And to you as well this Christmas season. It's not always just one day, is it? It should be every day of the year, in that sense of celebration, of living together in harmony, peace and goodwill, with unconditional love being that uppermost in everyone's heart. And there was the good morning flashed by from Julia. I didn't say anything as that was flashing up, so I'll put it up again. Good morning from Julia. There we go. And we have Sharon, good morning, Roz, and everyone. Hoping all, my thing covered that. So hoping all had a festive holiday and are safe and well. Thank you for that, Shaz. Yes, we had a lovely day yesterday. And I know you did because we connected last night. Lovely to see you. And Fiona, Merry Christmas from Fiona, Katerina, to Katerina as well. That's a response to Katerina. So thank you for that, Fiona. Now, let's get to the actual reading, because what we have, as I go closer and we zoom into the cards, we have the anchor. With the wind that's out there at the moment, I'd say if you're on the waters, you'd probably need the anchor, very definitely. The waters here are a little bit on the choppy side and needing to be using an anchor. It could be that after the Christmas Day celebrations from yesterday, or those who are currently in their celebration mode because it's Christmas Day the other half of the globe as such, it's still 25th of December. In whatever way, there could be some of us who are feeling the after effects, definitely, of that celebration. So you may need to be actually putting down your anchor so that your world can hold steady for a bit, so that you can receive that peace and calm post-celebration. I think, remember, with anything to do with the anchor, that it does need a solid foundation on the other end of it to be tied to. So whether it's your boat, literally you yourself, or whether it's a tree that it's grounded to and you're anchoring something else that is land-bound, the anchoring can be anywhere. It can be grounding ourselves with Mother Nature so that we can feel that connection, so that we can feel that calm and peace and that energy that moves through and cycles through as our auric bodies do. They move through matter. There is no boundaries with the auric field, and that is further afield that we may not even understand. So anchor yourself as that theme for the day today, in your beliefs, in your understanding of self, in what you are wanting to move forward and into, that you are anchoring from a point of let's start here, because we've got a new path here as well. So let us, be mindful of what you are actually anchoring from and where you are putting that anchor tip into to hold your place, the position, to hold that calm. Okay, whether you be in the sea, the water, the air, the whatever element that you're in, that you are anchoring firmly and giving yourself that space and time today for that peace and rest that is going to be a steadying influence today. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that anchor for us. Now, I've seen some comments going through again, so I've got to backtrack and see where are we up to. Good evening from Kenneth. It would be still your evening, wouldn't it? Because we're at 8:34 here. Excuse me, yes it is. So I hope you're still experiencing a wonderful Christmas day there as well, Kenneth. Thank you for popping in on your Christmas day. I know I didn't do a live stream yesterday, so thank you for that. And Shaz, been up early and watered your garden as warm as. Yes, it is still very warm here, I've noticed. I checked my thermometer outside and it's over 30, so I thought, nah, I'm getting in front of the heat. I'm putting the air conditioner on now, so mine is pumping out and keeping the house cool because I felt very hot trying to sleep last night. Thank you, Kenneth, for sharing this. I enjoy that. You've acknowledged your sharing. Thank you so much for that. Now, Fiona, you got dark clouds on the north side of Adelaide. Yes, and we've got dark clouds on the south side of Adelaide too. They are looking very overcast and ominous at the moment, so who knows what the weather will turn out like, whether there will be a stormy situation. It feels still too hot, so bit interesting. And Shaz, you picked 2 kilograms of apricots this morning. Wow, yummy. So they've come in and ripened. And yours are netted, aren't they? Because I think I've donated all the nectarines and peaches to the birds again this year because our net wasn't reusable. And next year I'm going to frame the lot. I'll actually put a proper framing up and keep the fruit trees a little better pruned so they stay within that framing. Anyway, we'll see how that works for next year. But our birds have got a lot. And Sandra, I tried to apply the unconditional love theory, but several times yesterday I found myself thinking, you don't need more nuts. For me, I absolutely indulged in a yummy, yummy homemade Rocky Road chocolate. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So for me, it wasn't the nuts. It was, you don't need more Rocky Road. And there's still some more left. So, we've got to finish up the leftovers, don't we? And, there's 4 watching, yes. And that's all good, Kenneth. As people can, they do rock up even in the replay mode. I love it that you share. Thank you to each and every one of you that are here in the live stream. But it's not about being live, it's about receiving the message, isn't it? Yummo apricots, absolutely, Fiona. And I know Shaz's tree, they are yummy, juicy, sweet ones too. So it's lovely. And Kelly, good morning to you, Kelly. Now, I'm not sure that I've seen you on here before, so lovely to have a newbie. Just assuming here, sometimes I don't remember names, faces and the rest. It's usually the avatars, and it is good morning from the Riverland, so you'd have the fresh fruit trees and everything up there, fresh fruit from yummy fruit trees. A lot of the Riverland people do have their own trees or orchards. Lovely location there. Driven through there many times. Haven't lived there, but I have driven through many times. My partner did used to live at Berry, so he knows the area. Now, let's get back to the reading. We want to get going with it, don't we? You'd love to know. We've got the anchor done. Now, the moon, it is about the cycles. This is the home space. So we are moving through our cycles as usual. It's one of those things. Currently reading a book that was a gift from a dear friend. Thanks, Shaz. A very interesting book, and it perceives from a psychic point of view and the others that she was involved in on a flight. Very interesting start to the book. And one of the things that was her saying is you can't alter fate and that type of thing. So the cycles of the moon and what the physics and all of our world is with the, we are here on planet Earth, then there's the solar system, then there's the galaxy, then there's the whatever else is out there in that cosmos. It is a big, big, big space. We don't know the half of it. What we're doing here with this, that we are trying to understand with the mechanisms that are here, like a natal chart. If you've had a natal chart done for yourself, or you are an astrologist and you do them for others, you see the chart as a wheel. This moon is is floating above what we would see as that solar system that we have. I don't even know what the name of our solar system is. Can't remember, I haven't done the studies. But you would see that as that circle with the zodiac signs around it, and what time and place each of those planets were in relation to your birth at a time in a particular location, very specific roadmap of what is seen of your life, and putting things in relationship to that as far as the energetics that are put out for your roadmap specifically. It's very personal. Our home space is very personal, and this is shining the light. I suppose the natal chart itself is shining the light on you as a complete being in relationship to that other aspect of the very, very big, large space that is our universe, and bringing that into context of, wow, how wonderful is it that we can have this to look on as only but a guide, because the living of a life is as individual as that particular natal chart would be for you. It does not prescript everything for us in our life. It just gives us that guideline, potentially, if you'd like to search in that guide book, basically. Personally, it's part of every little bit of what we know as humans that I would like to gather together and just understand a little bit more of each, being that I trust my inner being more specifically than I would anything that we've learnt as a conglomerate of human beings, because it's me in my life, in my body, experiencing this that happens around me at the moment. We are very soul central, perspective, self perspective of living our life, like the earth in this is the center, or the sun in this, which way is it? Anyway, whatever it is, how that natal chart is constructed, I don't have the full understanding of astrology, but it comes up that we are, each and every one of us, self-centric, yes, but we are continuing to be in that cosmic realm. Understand ourselves more and more as we move along in our life today, each and every step and moment that we are present with that, and opening our awareness to who we are within that bigger picture, and living with those around us that help us to understand and learn as we grow too. Because we do not live in isolation. We are in our families, then our communities, then our towns, the bigger picture, the state, and grow out and out and out till we are in that cosmic realm. Okay, I hope that explains this one for what I'm getting as the message for us today. Okay, be understanding of self first, and continue to open your awareness around that. Okay, I know I've got a few messages here again, so let me have a look. I got to Kelly, didn't I, with the morning from the Riverland and the big juicy apricots. Here we go. So big and juicy apricots from Shaz, small crop after a heavy pruning as tree was too tall for old knees. Yes, and that's why I'll be heavily pruning ours for the next season, and doing a proper fencing, boxing in, or whatever. I've still got to research how I do that so the birds aren't taking the lot. They're not wanting to share. There's almost nothing left already from the trees, and they haven't even fully ripened yet. The peaches and nectarines, that is. That's what I've got. And lemons. The lemons are... the birds don't touch those. Wonder why. I'm glad you're enjoying the book. Yes, it's an interesting read, Shaz. How much have you read with your audiobook version? It's very interesting. Now, then we have, aha, I have a fake me sitting in the comments there. I don't know which page that is on. Do not respond, Kenneth or anyone else, to the kindly send me your friend request now, because I do not send them out with that sort of wording, etc. Please report and block them. Report that Ros Boundy, it's the one of me picture looking like this. Report as a fake imitating a business or a person. That's the one I use when they're doing it like this, because, and mine is at Ros Boundy, the Facebook page. So that's, you actually put my proper Facebook URL in there when you're reporting it. And mine is at Ros Boundy 33 or something else. Yeah, or just do it as spam, but do certainly report that one. And they've said to Kenneth and Sandra, you would understand the meaning. You would understand to do that anyway. And Amanda, good afternoon. Good evening, sorry, because you're in the US. What area of the US are you, Amanda? East Coast, West Coast? Lovely, just know. I don't know the geography completely of all the states and locations in the US, but I do sort of roughly know some of the East Coast, some of the West Coast, some of the Central, not as much, or the Mountain Time. There's 4 different time zones there, isn't it? I can't remember specifically, but it's lovely to meet you. Thank you for popping in. And Shaz not started it yet. Okay, so you haven't read the book. It's an interesting start, I can tell you that. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to be a spoiler. And Shaz, you've reported the 2 friend requests from you. One this morning. One this morning and one 2 days ago. Oh, I need to go and have a look at that. I can block them properly by using my profile, my logins. That permanently blocks it and reports it to Facebook properly, where I can take the comments off for everyone. So thank you. So East Coast, Connecticut. Okay, is that north or south? Anyway, thank you for popping in. I'm going to get a US map at some point. Well, actually, I'm going to get I would like to get a world map to sit up above my desk or on the side. I have a beautiful image of Aphrodite, an old antique type one that I've got to get the frame repaired, that'll go back above my desk. Anyway, there we go. Now, Sandra, break the cycle. You'll realise that some of your experiences are repeating. Yeah, pay attention to the patterns in your life and break the cycle. When something negative continues to repeat itself, it often means you have yet to learn the lesson. And particularly because if you keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result, you may be disappointed. You really do need to break that pattern and cycle. That is a good reminder from that moon energy, and especially in our home space, isn't it? Is the same thing happening every Christmas with the way family gets together. Break the cycle and don't keep on with the same type of traditions. Do something different. You know, it's all different ways that we can do that, isn't it, Sandra? Now, let's go on to the rider. New stuff happening. I mean, it's a message, something new coming in. We're in our workspace. If you're working today, or it could be that you are able to enjoy the public holiday aspect of today. I think most of Australia has it as a public holiday. So it's got the potential for anything new. Do open your mind to new ideas and things that might be coming in for your work, because the rainbow to me really does mean that beautiful new potential of anything. The colours of the rainbow are the mix of every opportunity, every permutation, every colour, every nuance. You know, so whatever that specific message is that's coming in that bag for you, be open to it, consider it, see what it's going to bring forward, because it's bringing new opportunities. And that's what I'm feeling, especially as we're leading now into what will be our next year, our new year by a calendar year, that is. Really, it's what is going to be that new opportunity for today, what is going to lead into that next ride that we're going on. enjoy that carousel, the freedom from it. Don't hook yourself up to something else that's going to be a carousel as well. It's setting us free and really being able to enjoy what are our minds, what is our creativity, what is that message, that surprise that we might anticipate. What are you looking forward to in your work, and really wanting to take off as a new idea, as something that is going to really lighten and freshen and send you into what is a purpose that you're going to love to do, to move into. That's what I'm feeling, because it is the Nine of Hearts connection. Okay, I love it. I really enjoy that opportunity that we're going to be given, and especially that we've got the time and the ability to anchor in, hold our space for today, and really let the light shine on what needs to be those opportunities and what we've got moving ahead. Okay, so that's my summary there. And whoops. And Shaz is suggesting Amazon to get your world map. Look, it probably is, or I might even be able to get something from the local newsagent that's already printed and available. I don't know. I'll have a look around. It will pop in at the perfect opportunity. Things that I've seen already as searches for world maps didn't inspire me on the internet at the moment. We'll see what turns up. I might even have someone who's a really wonderful artist that could do cartography type of map by hand for me. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? And Michaela, thank you. Those beautiful hearts. Yes, we had a new way to do Christmas this year, and it was wonderful. And isn't that that's a blessing, isn't it, to have things change around a little and doing things new. Shaz is reminding you don't shop, Roz. Absolutely, I don't. I don't like shopping. But sometimes newsagents and that type of shop, crafty spaces, they're a bit interesting. Clothes, you don't get me in a clothes shop. Nope. That I shop online and hope for the best. And Kez is saying, thank you, have a wonderful day, everyone, with those gorgeous golden and silver hearts. Thank you, Keza. Have a wonderful day yourself. And Amanda, thank you for that. Northern, so you live close to Massachusetts. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas and completion of your holiday celebrations. If you're finishing up, you might still be continuing through with a whole week off that covers your New Year as well. Thank you for popping along. Certainly share with others if you like, and if they might like this type of a morning or evening for you, focus. I'll call it the focus, the cards, because it does give us a little bit of clarity and focus for our day or evening. This will be your tomorrow. So, Michaela, local newsagents do have lots of wonderful things. They do, don't they? Sometimes it's just nice to wander through and see what there is. Who's got enough stationery and pens? I meant to say, colour pencils even, art stuff, all sorts. Thank you for joining me, each and every one of you. I love doing these. I was looking forward to being back and sharing with you this morning. It was a little late purely because, like anything, over the holidays, a lot of the software companies do updates, and I had to actually update the eCam that I was using and a couple of other programs, wouldn't you figure? That type of thing. Yeah, Chaz, the post offices do a lot more of that type of product now too. They're not just for the letters and parcels anymore. They are shops, post office shops. Thanks for that. And yes, definitely, Michaela, it is the supporting local businesses. I try as much as I can to do the support for local businesses. That's why I mentioned, a newsagent as well. Yes, you're making dinner, thank you. I hope you're enjoying your holiday also. Yeah, Amanda, we definitely am, because we're in the day now being past Christmas, it's leftovers, but they're not like leftovers. They are, it's still being able to enjoy wonderful food, family and friends in whatever way we can. It's just lovely to have this time of year to, support each other. Have that recognition of that global harmony that if only it was every day. But, we keep doing the best that we can. So for each and every one of you too, continue to keep doing the best that you can even now. Oh, Leanne, thank you. Today you spoke volumes. Thank you. Glad that in whatever way that I'm sharing, it's only my feeling and thoughts or intuition or my psychic abilities, whatever. Each and every one of us has that ability. It's not just me. Tap into what is your guiding spirits and those ways that you gather that intuitive sense or gut feeling for yourself and understand what life is, what these symbols that I'm using is cards. They're a tool. And I believe the tool is the connection as well. Spirit uses that as well to bring us those messages. And what I bring to you in the words that I say, a lot of the time it's just coming directly through Spirit, through my mind. It's just things that are thoughts coming in. Where do thoughts come from? I believe it is that spiritual connection that we have with our soul center and that world that is sometimes very hard to understand. How often do we try to learn and understand that spirit world? Spend some time there. It's fun. All different ways that we are being who we are. Each and every one of us can do the same. Take from what I help with guidance, take what you get at the same time as being the messages for you. Thank you for that so deeply, Leanne. And Michaela, sometimes I can get things in too. Oh yeah, the shops can, and fairly quickly too. Boxing Day food, yum. Well, yes, the day after Christmas food, yum. Yes, whatever day you call it. So true. So true. It is. And New Year worrying about calories? Nah, not worrying about that at all. We do tend to go back to a more regular style of eating after Christmas, don't we, once all the leftovers are done and used. But we need nutrition, don't we? So often we're dismissing our intuition. So I'm glad you give us the reminders. We do need reminding. It's not something that we shift into our day every morning with that conscious mindset. We go into automatic mode because we have habits, and you get up, you do your usual, and you go and get breakfast or a coffee. I've got a beautiful coffee from a lovely mug that I got given. This was a late birthday gift. Was able to identify it as a wind-up, and etc., or a Hamburg. It's just so many ways that we shift into an automatic mode without thinking. We do need to open our mind to being more mindful, conscious, aware, and in the present moment. We don't do it often enough. Make that time, even if it's just while you're sitting with your coffee, to breathe in and out and just have that consciousness of our breath. Brings us into the awareness of what is happening in that moment, because we look with a different mindset in that moment. That's the only thing I can explain it as. It is being in that moment. So there we go. And that moment can be in connection with our spirit guides and our world, in a sense. Oh, look, practice. Just do it. And it comes down to really being you rather than doing all the time. It is just being. And they definitely are two things, aren't they? Oh, look, good morning. Hi, happy holidays from Jam LeBlanc, I presume. Jan, I'm just finishing up on what is a daily card spread reading. I don't do them today, like in this session, as a full, question and answer type. Whatever that question is, I'll place the cards back in the picture. These are the 3 cards that I've taken from the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti. You may need to watch this from the start again, but these are the 3 cards. Place them in the context of what they might mean for you and the question that you have for today. So the anchor, I place that as the theme for the day. The moon is in the home space energy for the day, and the rider is in the workspace energy for today. So in those contexts of each of those energetics of those cards, if your question is about relationship and something in the home space, look at the moon card and see what that feels for you. Okay, so that's how I do these readings. Certainly join in again tomorrow from the start, around this time, half an hour ago. ish. I have gone on a little longer than usual with this morning's, so that's fine. And good morning to Lashana. I just saw your comment too. Nice, thank you. So my YouTube must have got the notifications out a bit slow because the last two comments are from YouTube. Interesting how the technology works and how things roll out with some of these particular locations that the streaming goes to, because I do send this out to YouTube, 2 channels on YouTube, the three on Facebook. Just trying to find, what was the other one that I send it to? Is it to Instagram? No, it's Instagram. So I'm doing the Instagram live as well. And I was trying out LinkedIn, but that was not a stable connection each time. It would fail many times to hold that connection, so I gave up. So lovely to be here. Oh, so your question was about friendship. Yes, well, I'd choose that the moon card as well, but focus, with the anchor. So that would be one. The 2 cards probably might be your emphasis. That's what I'm getting from Spirit anyway. Oh, so El Paso in Texas. Okay, so that's down near the border with Mexico or something, isn't it? I'm just trying to place the US geography. Oh, we'll get there one day. And we have a Nemo saying hi, waving the pink hand. I know the pink hand because I do use YouTube a reasonable amount to watch other people's live streams. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Even though it doesn't show it up, it just describes it, doesn't it? Thank you for being here. Now, I am going to leave it there though. Okay. So tomorrow morning, hopefully I'll be at the 8 a.m. here in South Australian Adelaide time. So that is, I think, plus 10.5 hours on the universal time scale, whatever that's called, UTC or something like that. So wherever you need to do your time conversion, I do use a conversion app there as well, so you'll find that too. And Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I think I'm going to print up a very rough version of the map soon to find out all these places. Thank you very much for sharing them. It's lovely to be global too. And Merry Christmas from Nemo. So thank you for that. I hope your Merry Christmas is completing really happily and well too. So, here's the question, where am I from? Yeah, because you wouldn't have had the intro. I don't always share it because there you go. There's the assumption that nearly everybody knows me because I've been doing this for more than 7 years now. So I'm actually in South Australia. So where you might see the Australian map, you'd look pretty much central, and Port Elliot is below Adelaide. So I don't live at Adelaide, but I usually say I'm from Adelaide because most people know the capital cities of Australia, maybe. So that's where I am. I'm in South Australia. So thank you for asking. And yes, that's right, Australia. Thank you for that. And look, I will leave it there. We've got, I'm not sure if there's a chat, a comment there, but good morning to you as well, or evening. Not quite sure where you're from. So thank you. And definitely, thank you for the reminder to remind people. Whether you're on the Boundy YouTube channel or the Psychic Reader. Is it Psychic Reader or Psychic Roz? I can't even remember the name of my own channel. How's that? I'll have a quick peek on Psychic Roz. On the Psychic Roz YouTube channel. Certainly like and subscribe. It'd be lovely. And if you want to be reminded of when I'm on, hit that notification bell as well, or button, whatever you call it. So that's what that is. Nemo, this is I have done the instant intuitive question answering sessions, but that's not usually this morning one that I do. I try to keep this one at about 15 to 20 minutes. I know I've gone over time with this morning because I've got the time, and a lot of people watching probably have the time. I used to do those, it was Friday fun frolics and whatnot with a friend of mine, a psychic medium friend of mine, and we used to do the instant reads for that for about an hour. Now, I haven't done them for a while, and neither has Leanne, because just change of life situations sometimes means a change of schedule. So in the new year, I may be looking at doing those again as a regular weekly Friday session. So keep your eye out, and you'll see that here. But for today's, this is it. So, oh my goodness. So hi, Angela, welcome. Hello from watching from South Africa. Lovely to have you here, even though I am finishing up, well, trying to. You've got making some lovely comments here in the stream. Do you do Christmas here? Yeah, certainly Australia is based, it was grown as a country as it is at the moment from a Christian basis. So a lot of the population do still celebrate Christmas as Christmas, but it's become more of a secular holiday now rather than the full-on Christian experience. I was brought up with a Christian background, and certainly I still have beliefs, but it has shifted a bit over the years. So, we could get into all sorts of things and discussions around that. I won't now. And Michaela, Miss Friday Frolics, they were wonderful. You do miss it? Yeah, I miss doing them as well. They were fun, absolutely fun. So we'll see what next year might bring. I won't be doing them immediately. We'll just see what it brings. And Michaela's just saying, yeah, we just want to chat with you, Roz. As you can tell, I don't mind the chatting too. So, but I do need to get going because my tummy's starting to tell me it's going to enjoy some of those wonderful leftovers for breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. So it does sound good, doesn't it, Jam? Lovely. And your birthday is January the 6th, Spain, Christmas. Oh, wow. Three Kings Day. Oh, okay. So there certainly is different traditions in different countries, which is wonderful because we are the Earth is a globe. We have many countries that do different things, don't we? And I think that's wonderful to be individual. Understanding each other is the thing through the whole lot of our differences that we need to be better at. Because then we can do away with these stupid arguments and wars that tend to be still floating around because some, look, I won't use bad language because there's some people that really don't understand that learning from history is something we should be doing. That's one thing we should be doing instead of just paying lip service to it and still fighting those wars. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. And in all things that you move through with your day to day, be true to yourself. Keep your minds open in learning new things, at least one new thing every day, and being your best in whatever way that you understand that. Helping each other to understand each other and growing and learning together so that we can move forward with unconditional love around the world. Okay, so thank you. And lovely, nice meeting you too, Jam. I love that, so thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure what the yes orange face is relevant to. Not sure about what that is, that part of the custom. Oh, orange face is one of those little emojis from YouTube. Yep, keep forgetting, yes. It's like that pink waving hand it describes them, doesn't it? Yes, love to learn. Hugs. Yeah. Thank you for that. Until tomorrow, keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste. Bye for now.